How we doing, people? I'll wait for a couple of people to come in. Yeah, it's been wild this weather over the past couple of days, man. I think it's something to do with that fucking storm. How we doing, Jay? I hope you're well, pal. I've been watching some of your stuff you've been putting up, Jay, mate. That's no bad, mate. Doing a bit of clipping and that, bro, eh? I've just seen some fucking the general zone and all. I think there's a few people getting lives and that. I think TNK is going to have a live and all, so I don't expect many numbers, but I hope you're alright. How we doing, Squirrel, pal? Good. Are you going live again or not? Jay. So you're always welcome in here, Jay. Hope you should know that, bud. I hope you know that, mate. You've done nothing to me. Oh, no problem, Squirrel. Thank you, Hen. So, how's your week been, guys? Like I said, I didn't know you were in hospital, Jay. I'm sorry to hear about that, mate, and I hope everything's alright. I hope whatever it is, mate, it's okay. That's no bad. No bad, Squirrel, darling. Aye, it's I just get finished work not that long ago there. It's been a bit of oh, how we doing, Ash? How we doing, Ash, pal? I'll stick out the link shortly, guys, man. In fact, I'll do it now. Fuck it. So what we all saying to it then, guys? What we all saying to it? I've just stuck a link out anyway, guys. If any's fancy coming up and having a wee chat, completely up to yous. I think mostly everybody will probably be watching the wee channel and stuff like that, man. There's our Squirrel. How we doing, Vanda, darling? I hope you're well.
Hey, mate.
How we doing, pal?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
No bad.
Right, I'm going to try and sort
Who's that?
Jay.
Hiya, mate. You good?
How you doing, pal?
Not bad. Yeah, I had 2 operations today,
Oh,
so
wow.
What the fuck's happened to you, Jay?
I did one leg and then they did the other leg as in blowing up, inflating the vein and arteries and that. So
Oh, wow.
it was fascinating to watch as well. That took 2.5 hours, both legs. So yeah, I'm hoping to be home tomorrow. So I thought I'd come live from the NHS.
live from location.
Genuinely, Jay, listen, mate, I only have a bubble with you, mate. I only have a wind up and that and saying things, but fucking hell, pal. I genuinely do hope you're alright, pal, and I hope everyone gets alright, pal.
Yeah,
I don't like seeing nice people getting hanged.
That's the way it goes, but I should be alright. Obviously, I've got to have the other leg done.
Bro, how are you keeping, my pal?
Good, man. Good. Yeah.
What's your Squirrel saying?
I'm cool, man. I'm not in the hospital, so I'm doing really well. Yeah, life's good.
Did you lose your purse then?
No, actually.
Yeah, you lost your purse.
had put through my room, right, and then taken through a pile of my washing, and instead of just putting them away, I put them on top of the wash basket, which obviously, I had with said pile of washing. It was only when I went back to then put the washing away, got to the end of it, and I was like, oh, there's my purse. I actually lost it, but I just totally put me out for what I was meant to do that whole day.
As long as you got it, hen. That's the main thing, darling. As long as you've got it, pal.
So, as much as a pisser it was, I didn't actually lose it. So
that's even the thought of it. See,
when
it doesn't need to be a purse. It could be anything. See, when you lose something, that fucking stays with me for a couple of days.
Stupidly went away paddleboarding this afternoon. Got a message. Oh, do you fancy meeting up? Got up there, got the board going up, go out on the furthest point of the water, and it started painting rain.
And cream underneath.
So
I've got to go. Thank you. Talk to you later.
Jay, you take care, my pal.
oh, that is away.
Right, Jay, listen, mate, if you can hear this, mate, I hope you're all right, pal. You take care, mate, and let us know how you're keeping. Okay, bro?
I hope we'll get to it shortly, like.
Aye, I think there's a few channels on the new Squirrel Darling. I think the Generals and that's on. I know the Rangers game's on. I'm quite surprised he's not hanging it because he normally hang me the Rangers game.
Yeah.
But I've not really been picking up anything on here, and I've just been potting them into people that I know, you know what I mean, just see how they are in that, hen. Have you, what's the dramas, what's the beefs going on now, hen? You need to get me up to...
not been round the channels either, to be honest. I've done a few lives. Monk's been live a few times, so's Lucifer, and we've just stuck between the three and had a bad laugh. It's the first time I've ever re-listened to a part of him on live and listened to my voice, because it was actually really quite funny.
I get it, hen, I know. What was I going to say? Listen, could you stick Monk's Hangman for his channel?
Yeah, man. 2 seconds.
If you wouldn't mind, please, hen, that'd be brilliant. I don't think I've got to get the Monk's new channel, hen.
Well, that's it, because you end up with a new handle, and finding a channel sometimes, if you even if you're a moderator, can be really difficult.
Aye. How we doing, Steve?
And I'm always surprised it's hard to find, especially if you happen to be a moderator for the channel you're looking for. Like, how can I not find it?
Aye, so...
Tagging people on here, I can't seem to do it. You put the wee at in front, blah, blah. Doesn't actually make it go blue. I'm getting a bit annoyed at that.
Oh. Well, I got offered a new job today.
Oh, really?
Yep, but I'll not be taking it because of where it is.
Oh,
well, I'll be telling lies about this today. It was, I knew about it, but it was one of the ones that, you know, it's just no feasible in a way, with obviously because of my family and that, and plus the fact the travelling I've not got a license, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just the kind of same work as myself, but as I say, I would need to consider like moving away for like through the week and then come home at weekends and stuff. But yeah, it's one of them. And to be honest with you, Squirrel, I want out of the game I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to try and do something different, man. Try and use some other form of my skill set, you know what I mean?
It's what's the word? It's finding something that's either the same or going to pay more than what you're on just now, and be suitable hours in terms of what you're doing with your pattern and how many hours you're working a day.
Well, we were on our way out, basically, our company, and then we got a reprieve. The company, a big, massive company, offered us this spray painting job. It was for power stations. So essentially the money we were getting for that was keeping us open.
There's so much chance there, mate.
That is excellent, pal. So that kept, but we ended up winning work, you know what I mean? And so we've actually got a lot of work to next year, but see, to be honest with you, pal, man, I just wish I wish I could, if I was younger. See, this is it, Hen. I wish I was a bit younger, because I would have followed a different path, Hen. Do you know what I mean? I would have followed a different path.
Because I could have had the same job I'm doing now, but at a time where the contract was better.
Yeah.
I thought, I'll not be able to hack the pace doing that, and didn't. I went and done something else really sort of rubbish compared, in terms of pay and
Aye.
the job in general. And
Well,
if I'd taken it, I'd have been there, nearly 15 years at this point.
yeah. Well, I'm just nearly 30 years in the job I'm doing.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? No in the same company.
But in the trade.
Yeah, the trade, aye. And it just seems every year now, the pay rises are getting smaller. And, I mean, that's them building these. There's actually AI machines now that can do my job and a welder's job at the same time. So it's only a matter of time before it all.
Companies invest in that, yeah.
Yep. They're a company for Egypt. Has got 30 of them. And listen, I kid you not, it's like 110 grand for one of them. And they've got about 30 of these things, and they're so far forward in doing things. It's unreal. But the only thing that that my trade will save it is shipbuilding.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't get robots to shipbuild. You know what I mean? It's just one of the things. It's just one of the things that you couldn't put it onto a robot today. Things, the specification and that, but aye. I would like to go out Hen. I would like to get involved in more monetary things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I tried doing the, like the stocks and NFTs and all that, man, but I just didn't seem to get anywhere.
That's the thing, the way with things like NFTs, the market's become like quite wildly saturated and
it's volatile as fuck now.
Oh yeah, see, I've looked into the crypto because I'm well bummed out. I got sent an email an eternity ago at this point, by Jack Dorsey himself, explaining what Bitcoin was. Would you like to buy any of these at 10 pence each? And I just remember reading it thinking, no bother, jog on. I'm not giving you any of my money. And thinking back, I was gambling, not a lot, but I was well happy with putting like a tenner on something back then.
Yep.
Just punted a tenner onto that. It'd have been minted now. I'd lost it. It was only a tenner.
Did you see the one where the American guy phoned a pizza company?
Yeah, and he gave them the crypto.
He didn't have the money, but he offered them crypto. And it would have been worth something like 30 million or something like that in this day's money. I couldn't believe that, man. So what's the plan of attack tonight, pal?
Well, mate, just fold and washing the now. Bit more housework. After this, I'll go live if anybody's wanting to still be hanging about. And then...
Aye. Oh, come on, ahead. Here we go. There's another fucking...
Don, his new name.
He's a fucking idiot, isn't he, man? Honestly.
He's funny, but...
Hey, he's an idiot, but I love him.
Yeah, man.
He's some boy, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Me and him's getting into a lot of scraps with each other through the years. I can tell you a few fucking stories, man. Trust me.
You want to be a boss like your brother.
That's how I know it's him, because that's the type of shit he comes away with. What about Lucifer, Hen? Where is he coming up or what?
He was in the chat, but I think he'd just finished making his dinner, so he'd probably
Oh,
be
right.
when he jumps up.
I watched a bit of Lucifer's Live earlier. Listen, I didn't even know fucking Hingway had a life.
Who?
How we
Joker.
doing, Monk Pal? Joker.
Aye,
I subscribe to him.
what's the word? He was doing them when his missus was away on holiday during the day,
Right.
but now he's doing them like on his way home from work, so it'll be like 12 o'clock
All
at night.
right. Who's that? Do you know who that is, Hen?
Who? On the
In the
stream?
chat.
Oh, I don't know.
Aye. Simon West. Simon
Oh.
West Yorkshire.
I've seen him about, but he's on a different like sort of side of YouTube.
Yeah.
I think he will be in like Gypsy Dave's and places like that.
How we doing? Simon, I hope you're well. I've never seen you in here before, pal, but the generals is still going. I'm more than sure. I think the generals is still going. But I think
Oh,
the wee
he's sending everybody over now. Oh, nice one.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
How we doing, Susie, pal? I hope you're keeping well. All right, Amanda. I like those eyes. Aye. It's what do you call it? It's see once you've done something for so long, it's see thinking about doing anything else. It's one of the ones, you get a bit scared. You know what I mean? You're in a bubble.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, Amanda, pal? I hope you're well. It's good to see you and your sister. Oh, there's Alicia too. How you doing, pal? I hope you're feeling better. I heard you weren't very well. Oh, what about Lammy? Have you heard from Lammy today?
Yeah, but I believe he was up in the middle of the night, as in like 5 o'clock this morning type time, arguing with Let's.
Oh, you're joking.
Nah.
How we doing?
For everything.
And there's Nixie as well. How we doing, Nixie? Outlaw King. Good to see you, my pal. Good to see you. Oh, I don't know who else is. In fact, I'm just gibbering here. I don't know if you've seen I spoke about it in my last live then about the government contracts with what? Gabe. How you doing, bro?
I'm just on a bit like a duck, trying to get my shit ready.
All right, what you up to tonight?
Just waiting the missus to pick me up. So,
what's the score? Do you know the score?
I've not got a clue. I've not been watching the football. I don't even know what the start lineup is, so I've not got a clue.
I'm scared to watch, mate.
Tell me, mate.
Oh, honestly, man.
Oh, we're getting beat 1-0. We're getting beat 1-0, mate.
Oh no, that's it. That's the.
We've had a player sent off to.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Oh, that's going to be a cricket score.
Cricket score.
Fucking hell. So anyway, Gabe, what's made you come up? How we doing, Jumbo? Good to see you, pal.
A few minutes to kill, so thought I'd jump on.
There's GC as well. How we doing, GC?
What's happening with you?
Nothing much, my pal. Just thought I would hang me one up, mate. Put one earlier on, but Jumbo's just telling us there Hingway's getting beat. Rangers are getting beat 1-0 with a man sent off.
Getting beat within 8 minutes.
You're kidding, mate.
I swear to God.
Fuck me, man. That's, as I said, that's going to be a cricket score, mate.
Yep.
Oh, matter anyway. At least you're like Europa Leagues. Guaranteed.
I see, to be honest with you, mate, see with how we are just now, I think possibly that could be this could go against us, mate. Because what do you think? When do you think they'll get rid of him?
Christmas time.
Christmas.
Christmas.
time.
That's what I thought.
you
That's
need to give
what I
him a
thought.
bit of
Kev.
They give them the Christmas time.
And
Well,
it'll be
is it?
too late. And it'll
Is
be too late by then.
isn't it like isn't it Sunday's the old firm or next Sunday
Aye.
is it? Sunday is it?
I think it's this Sunday.
Well,
I'm
if
sure
he
it is.
if he wins that, that'll buy him more time.
I can't see it, man. Don't get me wrong. Celtic's just as bad. But
No, it will buy him time though. That's what happens, isn't it?
yeah. I don't even think, Jumbo, I don't think that you're right there, pal. You can say it's transitioning, right? But the players are not buying into it. You can fucking see it a mile away, man. They are not buying into his style of football.
But that's madness in itself.
Of course it is, but listen, mate, you go back to the last 4 managers, right? And it's been, see the core people, like the certain amount of people, it's been the same ones. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Goldson's here now, but you had your fucking Tavernier.
He's like the defenders he's bought aren't just new. I think people just expect people to come in and just start working miracles. Like,
I get that.
Happen right away.
Now listen, if
bro,
if it don't get like second by like at this season, he'll probably be sacked. But look, I feel that every manager should get a full season, like because like that's drilling into your style of play. Then a full season, then if you're into that second part of the season, say you started and you lose fucking your first 4 games, and then bye.
You know,
you need to give him a chance. It's him that's signed all the players. So it's his recruitment. So you need to give his players time to get together. But the defence is a fucking joke.
The defence,
it's the worst defence I've seen in a Rangers strip.
Well, listen, come like fucking next month or so. You know, like things might turn around. You just never know.
Well,
Sunday.
He got fucking 7 months, mate. See, as I've said before, mate, see when he was with Swansea and then he went to Southampton, they were 7-8 months before the players started playing.
But that's what I'm saying, because
we don't get that in Scotland, mate. You know that. We'll not get that time.
Well, Grimsby are beating United 1-0.
Fucking hell, man.
All it takes him wishes to beat Celtic, and then he's got the back. Think about it that way.
And that's
could be going out of something.
He'll not get the full back, but it'll give him more time, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, and that.
Gabe, what do you think, Gabe?
What are you talking about? I had the phone away from my face there. What's that?
No, you're just talking about how long, but
I would say to Christmas, you need to give the guy time to get his players playing together, but every time I look at Rangers, there's no proper game plan. It's either, as I said when I spoke to you before, it's hit the left or right back and hit number 10. There's fuck all else on. But we've got players that can change games.
One of the worst midfields and all, mate. Right? And we know the midfielders that we've got are good players. It's non-existent. It's fucking non-existent.
You don't get players that fucking die for the jersey now, right enough. It's all about money. So.
Fuck, mate. You're right there. What's your dog saying? Are you looking forward to Sunday, bro?
I'm not as confident as every other, mate. I'm realistic.
I'm being realistic as well, mate, man. I just think it's going to be a really bad all for him. I think a draw, mate.
I think all the times in the past we've meant to be, it's going to be a whitewash, and then what's happened. So I'm going with that.
Aye. I get what you mean, mate.
You know what I mean? It's happened last season.
I think we are all for him,
and
mate.
then that Agger man fucking scored that blinder at the end, didn't he?
Oh, he's fucked himself, man, that guy, man.
That's an awful
I can't believe he done what he done, mate. I really can't. Absolute fucking nutter, mate. Hanging
I've not read into the story, but is it true he faked it then, aye?
Apparently so, mate. As I say, mate, I don't know if he faked it or no either, bro. But for what I hear,
Is it no Leo that's in for him? I think Leo will put money up for him and they're just waiting everything through.
I see the money.
That's the team I have.
See, because of all this, see the money. The money's dropped before $4 million. Because
basically Rangers haven't got the bargaining chips now because he wanted it.
He fucked it. He fucked it, mate. He fucked the bargaining chip, man, with them what he done. What is your squirrel saying anyway? What do you think, Hen?
David, that'll be 5 minutes, right? No,
mate.
Sorry, Wishy.
I really apologise, Rangers, for time, eh?
I know. I'll jump back on, right?
Aye, just remember not to say my name again, alright?
David.
Imagine that, squirrel, eh? Your own brother doxing you.
I know, luckily, that's not actually the case, though. Like how just a random picked out the fucking Sky name.
Oh, wow, man. I've been on here and other people know my name and that, and I've never doxed his name. My brother, who a wee pest, man. Absolute pest.
Look at Susie's comment.
Oh, there's a few of yous. Susie, you know my name anyway, pal. You know my name anyway, hen. But it's so what's Doc been saying to it, bro? You need to keep me up to speed with all the beefs. What's happening?
I don't know it. What do you mean how it was?
No, I'm just asking in general, mate. What's the beefs that's been happening on? Because I've not really seen a lot, bro.
Sorry? I fucking know, but there've been none that I know about, or it's been on my fucking head.
Been a bit quiet, I reckon, like.
What was Lammy and Hingway arguing for?
Because Let's jumped up on.
I missed it, mate. Squirrel's probably better. I missed it.
And he was calling Lammy.
There's my door. Will be back then, bro, right?
No bother, mate.
He was calling Lammy all sorts, and he also said a few things about Monk, but wouldn't he actually explain? Like, he called Monk a beggar, and then when was asked, well, what do you mean by that? He then started going on about something completely different.
Right.
And go back to his original accusation, and he does that all the time. It was a good laugh until he jumped up to.
See that's what I've noticed a lot of recently, pal. In fact, saying recently is Hingway, man. I've noticed that quite a lot over the past year. It's unreal. People just can't see people enjoying themselves. And
it's just like
come up and make things adverse.
Well, for instance, it reminds me of being at high school, and at the weekend, so it was me, you, Lammy, and a couple other folk. We'd all be like, "Aye, we'll meet up at and we were hanging about at a certain park together, and then X, Y, and Z person would find out and decide to turn up together and just be complete wankers just because we were having a good time without them."
Aye, 100%. I agree with you.
In the youth world, it just seems to be like back at high school a lot. Yeah.
Aye. Well, that is very, very close to what goes on here, Hen. Would you say, Hen?
I said, yeah, man. It's just a similar situation. Folk can't see folk getting on.
Aye. I'm just, as I say, I'm glad I'm early by more. You know what I mean, Hen? I try my damnedest to go on with people, you know what I mean? I try my damnedest to be as friendly as I possibly
can. That's what
Lammy
said about Lettuce. He was like, I've always tried to give him the benefit of the doubt and try and defend him and give him a chance. And he just comes up and talks absolute rubbish and then accuses folk of X, Y, and Z and doesn't explain it. And, and I reckon that's why.
He's a mixed up laddie, Hen, isn't he?
Pardon?
He's a mixed up laddie.
He certainly is. It's just tiring, like I said, because you
Yes,
jump from one
I would
thing to
agree
the
with
next.
you. I would
It's just
agree with you, pal.
trying to keep up, trying to make sense. Never mind keep up.
Oh, I couldn't. I don't think I could spend any more than a couple of hours with the guy because I've never really spent any time with him. But I've noticed. I heard him a few times, like kind of try to be wide with Northern King and stuff like that, man. And he's ended up just going like that. Then who else was it? Exposing Fighters Day. He had a go at Exposing Fighters or not, I think. But
Yeah.
aye, as you say, Hen, man, we don't come in here to do all that crap. You know what I mean?
And it'd been a decent laugh until he jumped up.
Well,
and then called Lammy for everything, like suck your mum, suck your dead dad, just all this stuff, and then jumped on because Lucifer kept to it.
Outlaw King, you read that one?
Yeah, that's true, mate. You better watch yourself. I might just take any CCs in Edinburgh.
I just get that. Wow. 2-0 to Grimsby. Wow, man.
Mm-hmm.
He does that, Jimbo, bro. He does. I've noticed that. As I say, I don't know enough about the wee lad to make a full hang on him.
He's about the same age as me, mate. I thought he was young, but apparently he's about 38, 40-year-old.
Oh, right. So he's basically no a stupid wee laddie then, per se.
Yeah, that is what I thought at first.
Yeah.
I thought at first he was just a silly young lad, but no, apparently not.
Did you manage to watch wee Ashley Douglas today and Zeus? Their conversation? I actually enjoyed it. Aye, I enjoyed it.
Why is he floating about calling himself Apollo?
He's done shit like that for ages, man. You know what I mean?
I know, I just don't understand it because my understanding was that guy died, so why is he floating about pretending to be him?
I don't think he is dead, Hen.
Well, whatever, the character that we knew.
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't think he is, but I get what you mean. Ashley's, I don't know how he does it, and I said that to him one night he was on. I don't know how he can keep up with all the arguing and that. It's just something that I couldn't do personally. Is have constant arguments regardless where you go.
There's too much better, interesting things to be talking about than like. No offense to you, Ash, mate, but every time you jump on a panel, you just change it to the conversation just changes to all these irrelevant, no mark people, and I don't see why they continue to get airtime when we can sit and just chat about other stuff that's more interesting.
I mean, see for instance, and I don't know what goes on with what do you call him? What do you call it? Emma Cockrell and whatnot else? I don't know enough about it.
If you were, you'd go and find out. That's why I don't understand why certain channels get this exposed. You know, why we're subject to listening to it. None of us are interested, because if we were, you'd see us in those chats also.
Yeah. It's as I say, Hen, it's
I've been thinking against him. I just can't be dealing with the beef that he talks about. I'm like, nah, I'm not interested in it.
Exactly what you're saying there, Hen, man. There's a few channels I can't go in to watch. It's one of the ones, you know what I mean? There's ones I can watch, and there's ones I do go in and sit and watch, no problem. But see, once certain people come up, it just totally obliterates the goodness that happens, you know?
Yeah, man.
And it's hard to try and get back into a rhythm of enjoying the channel that you've fucking been in, you know?
I just find it interesting.
A lot of channels these days are too dependent on like beefs and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get there will be people that do actually enjoy watching them. It's just when people
100%,
aren't they interested really, or they get talked about. Let's be honest. If you were interested in these people, you'd talk about them, and you'd be in their chat.
Aye.
to find out all this stuff. So I just don't understand why you then come up and talk about other stuff, Ash. Didn't you have to hear about the Emma Cockerells of the world? Because let's be honest, who cares?
Well, this is it, Hen. I've never really watched anything Elassie, right?
And I've nothing against her either. I'm just not interested in
Yeah.
fake beef or real beef or who cares? I don't know. There will be, but
Do you know some Hen? See when and this is the things that I have seen about the couple, the Cockerells. I mean, it just shows you how bad things can get, man. Like over YouTube and that their house is getting attacked and that, man. That's crazy to me.
I know, but at the same time, you don't know if that's true because that could get you to come round and do stuff outside.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of ambiguity towards it all. Definitely, pal.
Unless you see it yourself, for real, you just don't know what's really more.
Exactly, pal.
And
I think a lot of that's where Ash is pointing towards. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think he's basically saying that he smells bullshit as well. But as I say, I can't keep up with Ash's beefs.
That's what I mean. It's like,
I heard him and he was going in at Julian and that again. How many more beefs do you need, Ash?
Yeah, man, just stick to one.
Fuck me, I don't even want any. The only fucking beef I want, man, is a big steak. That's it.
Yeah, nice bit of steak.
Anyway, I'll digress back to what I was saying. Did you see that thing about the government contract for the dead? For the body bags and the coffins.
Yeah, no, I was talking about that earlier, right? They do like massive money laundering through the whole like, oh, we'll need to buy all this stuff because there's a hypothetical situation might happen in the next year. They've been doing it ever since the Rona, and they've kept those.
Yep.
Remember, they had those emergency laws that they could just basically do what they want, carte blanche.
Yes,
So it's still tied into stuff like that because every year you can go in company's house and it shows you, oh, we'll need X amount of plastic coffins, or who wants this contract, and then their friends apply and get the bit. It's just a big money launder. I don't think this stuff ever exists.
Well, what I have been doing is I've been like when I've had a chance, when I'm at my work at my tea break and that, I have been looking up on some of the stuff, and what I've found out now as well is there a narrative. See, a lot of English schools, there's a narrative pushed out in the schools down there that they now like, oh, you need to buy loads of water, you need to buy canned foods because something bad's going to happen. So they're pushing the narrative to the kids as well now, and that I don't know. It just tells me like they're pushing this hard. They're pushing it hard.
They're pushing people to the absolute limit of basically how much money we physically have every month. They're trying to keep people in perpetual fear so you're easily controlled.
Yeah.
Because I was always terrified, like after 9/11, and at first you're buying into all the narrative and you're thinking, Russia's going to nuke us. But then you go and search it all, and it's, see, to be quite honest, see, for all the amount of stuff, tech that goes into something like a nuke, I'm not buying that would even be letting these off if they'd work. I think that kind of tech's going to be obsolete at this moment. And you've got to be worried about some other sort of tech that we just don't even know about. And to be honest, we're not going to be like ending worlds here. People the people at the top need us work slaves for the money, so they're not going to, because people might have a job, but you've not got real freedom, have you? Because you're still working for the man. So you've just got a lot more freedom, and maybe in some certain circumstances have a lot more pride to where your money comes from, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, listen, see
you're
where
you're never allowed to just get that wee foot in front, and they make it so that you can't even afford like a holiday. If you were to buy every last thing that they think you should have, you wouldn't have anything of luxury.
Aye. Well, see where I stay in. There's an old hospital, right? And you see the grounds of the old hospital it's quite big, like, you know. And what they done is the government, rather than levelling all the hospital, they kept, like, I mean, this is a hospital for like the 50s and 60s, so it's not like your new ones. It's these big, like, long, like, huts.
What's it called?
It was called Law Hospital.
Okay.
Right, now we've got Wisha General, or Wisha University, right? But in there, what they done is see 6 months before COVID hit, they had the army and policemen up in that bit training for all that coming. Right?
Oh wow.
Now, wait, hear this. And a guy who stays literally 5 minutes from where that is, he can see it from his window. See, over the last couple of weeks, they've been seeing military vehicles driving in.
That's weird, because I've genuinely seen more people walking about again with, like, masks on in the street here in the hood.
Yeah. Yep. It's
not in shops, but I've noticed more of them outside. Like, I even find that weird that you'd wear a mask outside. You need fresh air, Gadget. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Inside, fair enough, because you don't know who is round about you in an enclosed area, space, whatever, but just not outside. There's one guy, Wishy, I see every day, because I pass him at the same time. He must do a routine like I do. And I pass him in the works van, and I see him walking into the town, and he looks grey. And that'll be because he's got the mask on 24/7.
Right.
Sadly.
You know what I see him? Right, and I've said it, right? There's definitely something coming, right? And I've said it, whether it be a civil war or whether it's going to be a war between factions, let's say left or right, or the immigrant war against the immigrants. But if there is, like, a fighting hang against the immigrants, I genuinely believe the government will have their back. They will not have the people.
Without a doubt, mate. Oh, for definite.
And that there. See, have you ever just sat and thought about it, Squirrel? What a war in Britain. I mean, we were very lucky that all the wars and that happened
away from here.
Yeah. But now there's a possibility.
Yeah, got bombed, but we've not been in an actual war zone.
Yeah. Have you actually just sat and thought about what will you do and how the what do you call it? You know, how you going to live day by day? I mean, if the war starts getting around about where you stay and where you go, see, when you sit and start thinking about that, it is scary.
Yeah, and that's why you'll go away out and buy all this unnecessary stuff.
Well, as I say,
like keeping us in perpetual fear, and I guess they'll do like military exercises and blah blah to keep people guessing as to what's coming next. Because let's be honest, there's not really much fighting that the British squaddies do these days on the ground there. So what are you going to do? Have them do training exercises in places like
Well, see, if you look at, this is where I noticed that there were patterns then. See, when Keir Starmer came out in front of the press and told them, I'm going to build up our army again. I'm going to build up our reservists. I'm going to put X amount of money into the army, so we're a fighting force again. But it's not. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. Do you know what I mean? And it's, to me, that's fucking crazy, man.
I think Starmer's just trying to get people to be like, yes, this guy's amazing. Because let's be honest, we've not had any sort of army since about, when was it they pulled out of Afghan and they took out all the, Afghan. Oh, was it? Wait a minute. They brought back all this stuff. Top Gear done an episode. Because I remember James May talking about how they'll all get like decontaminated back to the UK. And we basically sold all of that. And we did like major redundancies in the army. Like people were leaving in droves. We've never recruited people again, eh? Really?
It's not that. They amalgamated all the Scottish
All
regiments.
the regiments, yeah, I remember doing.
into
Yes,
English
stupidly
regiments.
going about with a petition.
Give me a second, Ken. Back in your head.
Yeah, they amalgamated all of them. Nobody knows where they come from. Just one Scots. Nice. No Royal Scots, Black Watch, Cameron Highlanders.
Yeah, Scots Guards as well.
That's
Scots.
right, yeah.
Old school Pete, you're 100% right, mate. That's exactly what's happening. As I've said 3-4 times on here, it's a coup of the people. It's not to do with a government, it's the coup of the people. That's what it is. And it's going to be, this is just an opinion or a suggestion by me. Aye, the Dragoon as well. Aye, Amanda. And in my opinion, I think this is what they're pushing for. It's going to be now, like, let's say a left versus right, or a, Reform versus Labour. It's going to be put. They're going to. What do you call it? They're going to box it into some name. So they've got, we need to fight back. We need to fight back. And that's what they're going to make it out to be. And see this September the 13th.
Yeah.
I think something's going to happen.
A lot of people are saying that.
I think they've got something. I think, as I say, this is just speculation. But if you're going to start some form of war, you need to have a catalyst to do it. What not better than the day when there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people? How do we start that war? Well, let's attack that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's fucking scary, Hen. It's really scary.
We've got no way of defending ourselves, really,
Yeah.
unless y'all are packing like illegal pew-pews or nothing.
Exactly.
People with illegal pew-pews, at least they've got them, but, don't know how cool it'll be used in a civil war.
Well, this is.
I'd rather use it than no, though.
Well,
Maybe we should all be getting, if anybody can afford to, should be going and getting a license. Join a pew-pew club near you.
Do you know something?
And apply to the 50 for the license.
That's what I admire about the American system.
Yeah, the right to bear arms, definitely.
Yes, and this is why. That's why we don't get it, because they've seen what was able. You know what I mean? With America, and you look at Britain, it's just a total no-no. You know what I mean?
They've done it with us. They've done it. Well, like I said, though, if you've got a valid reason, if you join a pew-pew club, for instance, there's one here in Dunfermline, join that.
Yeah.
That then gives you a reason you're now a paying member of a club. So you can then apply to the 50 for a license to then be able to buy said items.
Aye.
But you have to use it, so you would have to use so many bullets a year and be able to buy more, so they know you're actually using it, because you have to keep the receipts and prove you're buying them, basically.
See, do you know what I found out as well?
Basically keep them in the house waiting.
Aye.
They want you to be getting rid of them,
Yeah.
so you buy more. So you're
Do you
not
know-
basically like Sarah Connor stashing them under the ground.
They say that. See, if you watch the money, if you watch the money, they say that's where you'll see, you know what I mean, what's happening and what's not. And that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to follow patterns and listen to certain media outlets and trying to see all these bits. And it's so. Oh no, you're kidding me. Rangers are getting beat 5-0 and it's not even half time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, wow.
It's time
Well, and see, as I was saying, I'll go back to what I was talking about with the money, and that if you look at the debt that run about, apparently if you amalgamate every country in the world, apparently they owe 300 trillion.
Yeah.
Right? And that is like for everybody in the world, 1 year they make 100 trillion. So we're basically, the world is in debt to bankers on the tune of 3 times the money.
Yep.
And we wonder where all these wars get come from. I do believe a lot of these wars have been
I doubt
started
I
by
could do it
bankers.
justice explaining that to you, but it all goes back to a certain group of people being the first and only group of people to charge interest on loans.
Yep.
And that's why he said people have been between doing that and then cutting coins, the edges off them. That's why the edges of coins now have fancy edges and were made of silver back in the day. They're not made of that anymore. And there's people who are the reason why. And that's why a certain German man took umbrage to people being charged interest on loans in his country.
Yep. Well, see, Northern King must be alive.
Pardon?
Northern King must be alive. I've not got a lot of people in now.
But you've got good ones, man. Susie's here, Jim's here.
Listen, I love all the ones that comes in.
Even making a show. And so's Outlaw King.
Yep. Well, Outlaw and that, they're all good people. But see, what am I trying to say? I've seen like the trade deals and all that for Britain. Yeah, you're right, Monk. You're right, pal. Yep. You look at all the trade deals that America's doing now. Now, that's a businessman in Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's where America's going to make a lot more money rather than putting out a lot more. But what it also does is there's a massive, in my opinion, there's a massive crack between the UK and America now, simply because of Keir Starmer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trump's basically come out and said it's unreal. You know what I mean? Trump's came and like, this guy is woke. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Keir Starmer's just a wrong in the way.
Oh, 100%. Well, it says a lot that he's still trying to hide his sexuality.
Exactly, mate. That's just terrible.
Yep.
Lying to yourself, never mind everybody else.
See, this is it, Hen. I don't understand why he's hiding his sexuality because, listen, it used to be years ago that football players and
the people would
and all that, they couldn't. But nowadays, nobody gives a France.
That's it.
But they're still doing it.
I think these people tend to have, delusions of grandeur. So in his head, he thinks everybody and their dog will care. And it's like, no, mate, nobody cares. Like, you couldn't really care. We care about the fact you're lying to everybody round about you and yourself. That's more what we're bothered at here. You could just be yourself and they'd be bothered.
Aye. See what Outlaw King said there. See if Scotland were independent, I think we would become a more woke and more leftist country.
Oh, without a doubt, for definitely. It's scary because Yep,
that's exactly what I see. The wokeness is
scary.
Yeah, and if you look at the people who's pushing the woke narratives, your SNP, and there's so much of the Labour Party.
They're trying to do with the education system with children and their sexuality and stuff.
See,
they're pushing it all. It's quite scary.
See, once you try and change a narrative with children, that shows you how desperate they are.
Yeah, man.
You jumping back up, Don? Your donkey.
Donkey. Donkey. Don. Correct. Yeah, Gibbs did it. Brilliant.
Yep, 100%, Jumbo. That's what I think we'd see. What you get into a courtroom, you're wanting to be hanged with common law. You know what I mean? Because that trumps every other law.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, why the fuck? You know, why is it go? And it's true, everyone's corporations.
Yep.
And they don't have any proper fucking legal hangwitting, you know what I mean?
He's just collecting parcels. What do you mean off somebody's doorstep? Like,
Oh, I know what he's doing, Hen. He's out. He's working.
I know. I'm just taking the mic. That's the way he said it innocently. I'm just collecting parcels on the way back to the house, and I'm making out the guy's a porch pirate, just lifting them for people's doorsteps on his way home. Oh, there's another one. Chuck it in the car.
Oh man. So what's your opinion on it all then, pal? What do you think, Jank? We can see ourselves going to war?
I don't know, because I mean, I've felt like that for a long time, and it's not happened, and it's a bit sort of like, you know, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen?
Yeah.
I've stashed tins in the past, and they've went out to date, blah blah, waste of time. Like waiting on the nuke that's never going to come.
Well, if you look at all these threats of the nukes and all that, I think that's just been our own government that's been doing that.
Right. Yeah, man, without a doubt. So grandstanding.
If you look at, right, like Putin comes out, right, and he'll do a statement, right, and the British and American media, they spin a narrative that he's threatening to nuke us. And if you go and actually look at what the guy said,
he never said anything of the sort.
He's just basically saying, listen, I've got them. Do you know what I mean? And if people come to me, then I will use them. But I'm not going to threaten any cunt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Susie, 100%, pal. And this is where I think a big part of the problem is, Susie. This is where I think the problem lies. And that's what scares me.
What's that saying? Easy times create soft men, and hard times create fucking tough men.
No, you're right.
We've had enough times in recent times for there to be people that want to stand and be counted.
That's where I'm coming from when I say that, Hen. Yeah. It's not that I'm saying I don't think there is young men out there that would stand. Of course there is. Of course there is.
Not enough of them.
Yeah. I think that there's too many.
Because there'll be plenty of people in the chat here that would have seen, you know, what was coming in the wind, shall we say, some time ago, maybe even 15 years ago in their local area. Because they were one of the first places that people were perhaps coming to. And then, you know, you were called all sorts for pointing it out, you know, this is going to happen 10 years down the line. No. And now the same people are beginning to, like, notice and point it out that we're calling you all sorts before. And it's like, yeah, a bit late, mate. This needed nipping in the bud some time ago.
Yep.
There's been Twitter accounts making people aware of how many boats come across every day for years. And they've
Susie, 100%.
All sorts.
There isn't. And this is what I spoke to a couple of boys at the work about this. See, if I look at it, I guarantee you that if there is a civil war or whatever else and we are asked to fight, you'll probably see a lot of the men doing it. They'll all be men who grew up in the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones that
I see us just becoming a minority, mate. Like, for a long time I've been able to go over to Edinburgh and
that's a good shout, Hen.
Wander about shops and look and be like, there's actually not a Scottish person here. It must be really disappointing for tourists to come and get like the Scottish banter and actually not getting it in the city centre. You have to like go all the way out to the sticks to hear somebody that's like from the place. So, you know, I sadly see the people that will leave, and the ones that are left, there's going to be very few and far between.
I don't know, Hen. I don't like scaremongering, right?
Neither do I, man, but it's
blatantly right in our face now. It's right in our face now.
And I mean, what chance have you got when they'll just send the army out to be against us, the 5-0 to be against us? We'll literally be fighting our own
where I
thing
think
at
it'll
that
be.
point. That's where the civil war will be. It'll not be between
Yes.
two thingies. It'll be between the armed forces or just the forces in general against the public.
Yeah, that's possible, Hen.
Given saying some of this people I've seen knocking about, it might actually be not a bad fight for us. Like, I see some of them, you're like, how did you get the job? I thought you had to be like certain height and weight the old days to like be joining. Do you have to just have
I don't know,
non-existent personality in these days?
Aye. See this, as I say, it's put right in front of your faces now. It really is. And it's true what they used to say. You used to have to read between the lines. But nowadays, it's not even that. They don't care anymore. They really don't. They don't give two monkeys fucks. They're just going to do it. And that was see COVID. That was COVID that done that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, mate.
That was the test. You know what I mean? Fucking scumbags, man. Absolute scumbags, eh? That's old school Pete, you're right, mate. That's exactly
It's like a horror movie, mate. Like you've seen all the stuff.
Aye, it's like a dystopian fucking. Aye, it's like a dystopian movie. But as I say, it's my wee one I worry about, and the wee ones coming up now, because these new wee kiddies, they've not got a hope in hell, and it's all because of the last generation that stood back, and do you know what I mean?
It just went, oh, it's all right. Let everybody do that. Ooh, be kind.
I'll tell you what, this stuff wouldn't be happening if this all happened in the 70s. I firmly believe that they wouldn't get away with it.
No, definitely not. People
you look at the miners' strikes
back then,
the miners' strikes, the steel workers' strikes and all that, they were fucking putting it back to them. You know what I mean? But nowadays, wow.
And then you've got companies like mine and the unions like, we might consider striking. What, and lose the staff in your better part of $2,000 each again? Aye, good, that's a really great idea. Save the company fortunes. Right on.
Yeah.
Because that's all that happened the last time that company went on strike, is everybody actually lost out personally on money, totaling about $2,000. And the company obviously benefited massively from that.
Aye. See trade unions now as well, Hen. They're some of the biggest corrupt, and I'm not saying that that they always were to a degree corrupt, but see now they don't hold the same hangways they used to, and companies are not scared of them anymore.
The only benefit to them I see personally is the fact that if you end up in some sort of position where you're getting hold over the hot coals by the management, you've got somebody like acting almost like a solicitor witness to come in, take a note of what's been said, make sure you've witnessed that, because sometimes it can go quite quickly. You're at the door if it's your word against the managers. So that's practically the only benefit. Most people I speak to, they're like, nah, I'm only there because if I fuck up, then at least somebody can come in and be beside me, but fuck them for the rest of it. That's why it's well funny.
Aye.
And they're all tied in with the Labour Party, so that's another major sort of red flag for me.
Leftist. There you go again.
Territory, man. Because with me, right, the Labour Party were always, your cell meant to be for the working guy. So realistically, none of these mofos should have a lot of money. None of these mofos should be for eating, school, blah, blah. But you bring in, like, say, Tony Blair, when I was still at primary school, and I'm like, I thought these guys were like people like, my uncle or whoever that are meant to be represented. But it's all just the same flip of the coin, So.
Aye. 100%. You're
I mean,
100%.
Keir Starmer, can you believe this is a guy that's meant to represent the Labour Party? You'd expect him to maybe, if he was a real Labour man, yeah, he would have been like to one of the shittest schools, blah blah, and be wearing no tie because I'm a man of the people. I'll look smart with maybe the suit on, but I'll keep it cool with no tie.
Yep.
And then you end up with folk like him, like what? Not good.
Aye, definitely. It's, I don't know, man. It's just that I think they're getting what they wanted now. Just a totally divided country.
See, I feel for Farage, because he might have a bit of money, but you can tell he's old school, traditional Britain. You know, old school values in that sense. And folk just hate on him because he'd rather be associated with the likes of Tory than Labour. But there's a lot of people in these parties that don't go very far, and it's because they stick to their guns on their moral compass.
Are you finished, Gabe?
Aye, that's me. Aye,
Yeah, mate.
that's me done now.
You in the house?
Had to stop off at the shop, and well, I'm seeing the shops to the back of the shop. Aye, picking up parcels and stuff. Like, having a Halloween party and all that. So
Amazon shit and all that.
Missus is like getting out outfits and all that. Aye. So
I just
that's
meant
me.
to say thanks for doxing us, mate.
Fuck it. Who gives a fuck?
Nah, exactly, mate.
Not
It doesn't.
problem.
I've nothing to hide, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've nothing to hide. I've nothing, anything that I should be worried about. Do you know what I mean?
I've been watching a few of the channels, right? And to some of it, it's just fucking madness. It's like getting on, and there's absolute wee fucking pelters just sitting. And you know that either virgins or been playing their computer all their life. Just sitting like that, sticking their horn like that. Write a comment back, please, please.
I agree. I agree, mate.
I don't even blame Sue, is it Northern King? Or
The
whatever
host.
his name is?
Aye, the
Fuck,
host.
his name is. I don't even blame them because they just put it up and then people going. But it's if someone, I don't know who Mr. England is. Honestly, I'd squash that guy's fucking neck. I swear to God, I wouldn't get fed up with punching him, man. I don't even know him.
Brilliant. Nobody likes him, mate, apparently, so.
Absolute helmet, man. Honestly.
He talks like this. Yeah. He talks like this. That's
almost
exactly what he
Mr.
talks like. Oh, one of the funniest, mate, that I've ever seen him. You know, he's quite sharp and quite quick-witted in the chat. I'll give him that. But see when Manxman went up and he called Manxman out, and Manxman went up and totally wiped the flare with him. I'm like that. I think everybody then was like that. You're just a fucking idiot, man. You know what I mean?
Who the fuck's Big Flash?
Big Flash? I've seen him in a fucking few chats. I seen him in
honestly, whatever that cunt was, he was ripping the fucking shreds out the cunt. And he couldn't handle it. Whatever Flash was.
Big Flash? Oh, right. That's the one way. Is it Justin Flash now? The picture?
I don't know, man. Aye, maybe.
I'm out of Gladiators. The host of the Gladiators, remember? They played for Wimbledon, I think, or something.
It is, aye. That is a Gladiator 40, aye. Jeez, oh. Brilliant.
He must have been pumping Eureka Johnson.
See, I'm funny, you only watched this a wee while and you're like, yeah, that Mr. England, boosh, totally see through him. Excellent. You'll do well.
Honestly.
You'll do well looking through the nonsense here, like.
Lammy doesn't help himself. He just threw any comment, he bites it to constantly. Lammy's fucking just sits and anybody writes something, Lammy's right on straight away. It's as if he's taking it to heart. Fuck it. It's a fucking harp. Get off it, man, if you can't handle it.
I think he likes the arguing.
It's a laugh.
No, but see if you look at, listen, mate, see if you look at, 6-0 Bruce, Sam.
Oh, fuck. Really? Oh, no, right. Time to go with him. Bye, guys. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Aye. Take your ball home with you.
Aye, man. I'm with him. Catch you. That's sad because it's only 9:10.
What are you saying, Gabe?
What you saying?
No, I thought you'd said something there, mate. That was all. I thought you'd said.
No.
Listen, I know
What
you're
you up to anyway?
not much. Working, bro. I think am I right in saying you watched Video Craig a lot more than anywhere else, didn't you?
I watched some of it. Like, whenever it pops up, I can get to your recommended stuff on your YouTube and shit. It pops up on that, so I watch him on that now and then. That's just the same, isn't it, really? It's just
Video Craig,
whatever.
though.
I can't see him again.
See, the thing with Video Craig is, mate, is he's a bit of I don't think he should, in my opinion, he's not a credible person to be calling out Decca Heggie and Danny G. See, regardless what you think of Danny G. See, regardless what you think of Danny G and what he is and what he isn't, the guy is essentially just trying to make money, right? Now, I couldn't do it. I couldn't monetize my life like that because Hingway was 100% right. Just the day you're going to fucking trip up at some point. We're all infallible, you know what I mean? What made you start? Oh well, he's away. Did you ever watch that Video Craig?
A wee bit back in the days when who would he have been exposing? I think he was all over Decca Heggie at that point, but he was like jumping into people like Wheezies and stuff that were exposing that Sean Atwood. So there was a bit of crossover of channels for a wee time.
All right.
But then I realised the guy's just classy.
Aye.
Shall we say?
I watched him when he was doing the Decca stuff, and see when Decca was peeing into the bag, the bottle on that man, and he's not on the tramadol and that. That's when I started watching Video Craig, and I've never really been a big little. I just don't know. He's for a comedian. He's no funny.
No.
His humour. I don't get his humour. And listen,
as many have done something not very nice to a woman too.
Yes, so. That's what I was going to say to Gabe. But it's one of the ones.
Like Susie's pointing out, he made a really bad joke about Holly and Jessica.
That's right. I can remember that one too. That's right.
And I'll never say the guy that killed them's name because I don't like using the murderer's name, if that makes sense. I always try and use names.
Yeah. Kiddy's getting see this, but that's the thing that gets me on here. See, when we kiddies get brought in here, see when I hear the word kids, I cringe. I'm like, why? You know what I mean?
Why go there in the first place?
You don't need to go there.
Plenty you can joke about in the world, but stuff like that.
Listen, if you don't like somebody, you don't need to go to kids. All you need to do is just, do what everybody else does. There's so much hangway there for you to go at. You know what I mean? You can even tell lies if you go to wind people up. You know what I mean? But I just, this kid's carry on hang. I can't do it. It's, in my opinion, it's just a lazy way to get at somebody.
Yeah.
To bring up kids. But it's the way the fucking beast on here now, isn't it?
Sadly, it seems so, yeah.
There's definitely been a fucking, what do you call it, a downturn over the last year.
In the class of, what's the word? Insults, shall we say.
Aye. It's no longer insults per se. Now it's, let's see who can make you feel the worst. And I just don't understand it. There is, I mean, I heard Tingway saying, I can't mind who it was that says that there's people on here, like the percentage of people on here, maybe like 70 or 80% have got mental health problems or addiction. And I do agree with that. I would even say it's maybe higher.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, I'm part of that. I'm part of that, Hen, because I had an addiction. You know what I mean? Do you know
I
what I
think we
mean?
all have at some point, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
But
kidding,
that's an
Susie. When was
alcoholic.
that?
Not good.
When was that, Susie? You're kidding, man. Did you read that one, Squirrel?
Oh, really?
It's no bother, mate. No bother, Gabe. Aye. Is this in Northern Ireland, Susie?
Why would you kill an 82-year-old there?
Exactly.
What the fuck?
It just does not, it doesn't comprehend to me, Hen. It really doesn't. It doesn't comprehend it. Oh, wow, man. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But I'll tell you what, see if it was me and somebody kills Ma. All right, was it? Was it right? See, I didn't know the ins and outs of it, Susie.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay, that says enough. If you're saying that to me, if you're saying that, then I know. You know what I mean? You've got credibility in your name, Susie. So I agree. If that's the case, then wow.
A public service then has been provided, but I guess the person will get punished for doing a good deed.
You know, I'm getting back and reading something that like Susie's just said there. What she's talking about the doctors, like the doctors saying,
Yeah.
how they're forcing narratives as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, aye, definitely, because they get paid by pharmaceutical companies.
I don't know if I've told you this before, but there were a guy I know, right? His name, I'm not going to say his name, but I went right through school with him. And
Right.
he was a straight A student. He is a straight A student, and he ended up in university and all that, man. He's a very bright guy. So the school had contacted him saying that his son couldn't come to school unless he got the jag. So
Right.
he went to the doctors with his son, and he said to the administrator who was going to administer the jag, he says, "What is it you're putting in?" "Oh, it's this. I don't know if it was the Pfizer one or not, but eventually he says, "Can I see the box, please?" And then the next minute, the Hingway's like, no, you can't see the box. I mean, what we're saying, that should be enough to tell you we've got your best interests at heart. And the guy said to him, "Let me see the box or you're no doing that." And he refused. They phoned the fucking police on the guy.
Oh, wow.
They phoned the cops and got the guy physically removed from the place. And that was him. He's like, "None of my family will take that jag." That says enough to me. You know what I mean?
That's scary, eh?
Fucking notice then. And if you look at the doctors, they're all the same. And see all the new doctors coming in now. They're all woke. They're all left to smoke.
Yeah, of course they are. They've been to the right universities.
America's bad with that too, aren't they?
Of course they are, mate. It's where they get
American.
their funding from. It's where they get their funding from. And you can only like operate in the medical world if you follow all the, I think it's the John Hopkins School of Medicine stuff.
That's right. Aye.
They also are the
Right.
ones that they're the ones that also done Event 201, which was a couple of months before the coronavirus was knocking
Yep.
about.
That's right.
You know what that was?
Aye, I totally agree with you. You're right. Well, we've got this thing now, haven't we? 2030.
Yeah.
What was it?
2030.
Agenda 2030, but there was one before it, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Was it?
Agenda 25, I think. No.
No, I thought it was a couple of years ago. I thought it was maybe 21 or 22 or something like that. But you see it now, Hen. It's, I don't know, man. There's that much shit put out there. You don't actually know what to believe. That's why I don't read a paper.
Nah, neither do I, mate.
I don't
They're all
listen
by one big
to any
company.
news apart from GB.
They're all owned by the same people, so they all have to like stick to the one narrative.
Yes. Yep. And if you look at who owns them all,
Yeah.
they're all Jewish.
Yep. It's all propaganda, mate.
Yep, they're all Jewish. And how we doing, Lammy?
He's awake.
Yep. If you look at the what do you call it? See the 9/11? See the CDC that done that was behind all that inquiry and that. Every one of them were Jewish.
Yep.
Everyone.
And they'll all have dual citizenship as well.
Yep.
With Israel.
That's correct. And that's certain parts of America now is actually fighting back against the Jews. You there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
I say, I've not got any problem with the Jews. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah.
It's put in, as I say, it's put right in your face in.
Oh, do you want me to put the link out for Lammy? Aye.
I've done it here. I've done it.
I never know. Sorry, man.
Well, Lammy will have a field day with this stuff. He loves it.
Yeah, you've just got to watch what you say, the way. That's what I was on about earlier about the banking system.
I'm lying, Lammy. I didn't put that out, pal. Sorry. That's it now.
Even to this day, you still get special types of loans from the banks for being Jewish, where you pay a very little interest rate, if any at all.
If you look at the Zionist kind of thing, I mean, there's people that stay in Israel, Jews that stay in Israel, but they're no. These are fucking hangweed as much as everybody else. You know, let's see the Jewish, the Zionists, they absolutely fucking harass their own people. But the ones that don't support Zionism.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. Absolute crazy, man. There we go.
It's
there's Bama Ding Dong.
It's happening, it. It's happening, Squirrel.
What are you saying, bro?
Not much. Just seen you were live there. I was in Northern Kings chat and I forgot you were live, mate. I wasn't on the panel or that. What were you saying?
We're just sitting talking about. We're just kind of sitting talking about all the
juice boxes ruining the world for everybody.
With this Pakistani there, right? And it's fucking giving me a panic attack. It's no good, like. I had a joint with a Pakistani and it gave me like a panic attack. Yeah, it's this fucking.
Alright.
palpitations and all that.
Yeah, I'm concerned for your safety now, man.
Huh?
That's one thing. I've never been concerned about his safety.
No fucks to give. You're on your own, Lammy, mate. Says you're on your own, mate.
So what's Lamb?
Couldn't find on what? What's happening? Anyway, what was talking about Russia? I heard when I was on my way.
We're talking about just all the narratives and that's getting forced out, and all the like America and the Zionism and.
I've got a theory. I was just there, right?
Fire in. I want to hear it.
I've just been thinking over the last couple of days, right, about this, and it's all kind of making sense, right? Like, so, you know how, like, the government say, like, heroin and cocaine are illegal, right?
Yeah.
Right, now, I was just doing a bit of thinking about this right now. So, say, like, when they get all the, like, the chemists get the prescriptions and all that stuff for the NHS, right? So, say every box, just say Valium's £28 or £30, right?
Yeah.
And they say they just for probably maybe just say they hate to give half that out to like grease a few hands or a certain folk that. So they get maybe the tablets at £15. Then they give them to folks for nothing, like addicts and that, and then they go and sell it for £1 or £2. So they get their money back, and they get the money to grease their hands. But then an off branch of that is they get to open places like addiction services.
Yep.
Yeah, you're a returning customer, Lammy.
Aye, so it's like a big circle.
The pharmaceutical company.
So
Yeah,
really,
you basically keep you as a returning customer. They don't want to heal you at all,
this
mate.
is my point, but listen to what they've went and done, right? Never before has this happened to my knowledge, but there's a certain drug that's came in between heroin and cocaine.
Right.
Called pregabs, right?
Yeah. Aye.
But who makes pregabs?
The pharmaceutical companies.
Exactly. So what do you think the government are thinking?
Yeah, we'll just give them everybody.
No. The government are going mental because the government are sitting thinking, you bastards, we've been getting you this at half price.
Yep.
And these when they're getting them outside, they're selling them for £5 a piece now. And they're not getting that. The tablets only come into the pharmacist for that. So that's why there's you notice, I don't know if you've heard, but there is a cocaine epidemic and heroin's basically on the decline because they've shot themselves in the foot and they had to go with one or the other. Cocaine's always been the number one drug, so they've decided to just fling everything in with the cocaine and let the heroin die out.
Yep.
So that was just a thought.
I'll agree with you in that one, bro. Definitely.
And then, sorry, I missed the most important bit. Sorry about this.
The government probably just get the heroin for Afghan no more, mate.
So what the jail's done, Squirrel, right, in 1990 was they've took all these stoners in. I was talking to my Pakistani mate, he done 4 or 5 years, right? And he says, more than everybody knew, they came in as smoking hash, right, or a stoner. But if you've got 5 years and you've got a couple of years to do, right, and you're going up for parole, you can get drug tested, right? But if you smoke cannabis, it's in your body for like 30 days. But if you smoke heroin, it's only 3 to 5.
Yeah.
So they basically turned in 10 years hundreds of thousands of potheads into smackheads. So then,
right.
and they're getting paid to keep the prisoners. So they basically locked people up, getting paid to lock people up and turn them from cannabis users to heroin users to then come out in the street to commit crime. That funds the police, that funds Big Pharma. It's a big thing I've been thinking about.
And then put them on methadone so you keep going back.
Exactly.
And paid for every bit of methadone that gets dished out. You're totally right, Lammy, honestly, mate. It is.
Exactly, and what you've got to think.
Big money making machine.
Exactly. And you think there's no drugs that could probably cure cancers and
exactly. They want you to keep going back and getting their treatment.
Yeah. That's just what I've been sitting thinking about. So it's big up, big up.
They're there to mask the symptoms of something, not get rid of them.
They're there to keep you in your house ill, or looking after an ill person because it's better for them. You know what I mean?
Less you're docile and you don't argue.
Well, look what they done with the Valium to the women and the Mother's Little Helpers. That was basically all the women at home that were trapped in the house because their men were at working 12 hour shifts, and so they just gave them Valium. Mother's Little Helpers, like they called them.
There's Clint.
Big up Steve McGee. Aye, so.
Is that you, Clint?
Big up Clint Brick. Yes.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing one. Let me fucking pause this telly. Just got home.
You been working, bro?
I was up at 4:30 this morning for work. In work for 6:30 till 5. Finished, then had to go to the father-in-law's in Wolverhampton and do a few things over there. So,
how is it?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Knackered, but you know.
You got a boiler with Clint. I can't have your file.
So I just had my first smoke of the day, and I'm fucking loving it.
Well earned.
Yeah, good.
Good on you, bro.
Well, I'm on a panic attack now. I smoked stuff that's too strong.
Oh, yeah. I had to jump up, like I know exactly what you're saying on that, man. With the fucking heroin and all that in jail, fucking rife.
Yes, it is, mate.
100%, Clint. They did either turn potheads into heroin addicts in that 10 years, especially.
I know people that have gone in jail, don't even smoke fags, come out, they got a fucking raging habit, man.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Stupid.
Yep.
You're going in there to get punished or get angry. You're not going in there to get hooked on heroin, but that's basically what they done all up and down the country. Like,
yeah, but
prison, my mate, sorry.
It's not even a fucking punishment nowadays, is it? You get a fucking television in your cell, a fucking PlayStation, fucking telephone, and all that.
Yeah.
Fuck me, when I first went to prison at the age of 15 in 1988, fucking hell, you had shoes, what they call ankle breakers.
Yep.
You know, they're like fucking height. If you jumped, your ankle would just snap.
See,
you know what I mean?
See, like through your time that you've seen, like my mate says it was at least 95%, no, 90 to 95. The only people he says that didn't turn into heroin addicts or had some hungry were the guys that went to the gym and that, Maria Steroids and that.
Oh yeah.
How many would you say you've seen coming in as normal and leaving as?
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But at least now, well, when I was last in 2013, you know, but there's so many deaths in the early 90s, you know, people going in saying they were, you know, fucking had a habit on the outside.
Yep.
You know, they wouldn't even test them and then just fucking hand out methadone as if it was orange squash, and these people had never had fucking methadone in their life. You know, but at least now when you go in, at least they test you first to see if you have got anything in your system before they dish anything out.
Yeah.
You know, but as Squirrel was saying, it's all the fucking pharmaceuticals, mate. They're just in it to make as much money out of fucking people's addiction and people's misery as they can.
Yep. Oh, I totally agree with you, bro. Totally agree.
It's fucking stupid. You know?
Clint, see if you look at this new epidemic that's getting hanged in America as well, the fentanyl.
Oh, fucking hell. That's 100 or 1,000 times stronger than heroin, and it's all coming from fucking China or Mexico.
Yep. Aye, but see the Mexicans, it's the Chinese that are doing it. The Chinese that are giving them the hangway and they're making it there. Chinese are still profiting for all that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Of course they are.
Fucking unreal. It's a very true saying. How can we destroy a country? Well, if you look at it, what did Britain do back in the day with China? You know what I mean? They flooded the place with opium.
Fucking Queen Victoria used to smoke fucking opium for her fucking period pains.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. I'm glad I got out when I did. You know, it's
How many times have you been?
what me? How long have I been clean? Go.
Hello,
December.
hello.
Last time I used was December the 3rd, 2013.
Good on you, bro.
Just got to the stage.
That's something you should be proud of, bro.
Oh yeah. You know, it's just got to the stage where I was sick of being sick.
Yeah.
You know, I was on license, and I had a few weeks left on my license, and I managed to arrange with my probation officer because I'd fucked up. I'd used and all that. Couldn't, and like you ring up, go to make an appointment. Oh yeah, we can see you for an assessment in 6 weeks. I thought, well, that's no good. So I got arranged with my probation officer. So I had 2 weeks left on my license. So I did what I call a self recall. I got myself put back in prison because I knew that night I'd have a methadone script, and that's exactly what I did. And I've never looked back since.
Brilliant recovery story, that, eh?
No, but they always said getting clean is the easy part. Staying clean, that's the fucking battle.
I don't know. I've seen folk on that, Clinton, doesn't it look? I mean, train spotting and that make it look like you just lie under your blanket and fucking couple of burns with their heads spinning and all that. I've seen worse on the mushies, but is heroin still right from the I've got Monk here, John. Zombie dog, Monk. Spice, you can't really get addicted to spice, can you?
Yeah.
How?
Mong out on the same as heroin, mate.
Psychologically, not physically, maybe.
Aye, Clint, you're 100% right. That's what it is. It's merely a thinking thing.
Yeah, but with heroin and all that, it's a physical, mental.
That's what I says to my mate too, Clint. You know who sells the best drugs, though, eh?
Oh, aye.
The government.
Yep.
You better believe it,
Biggest drug dealers going.
Yep.
It's the only place you get 100% morphine and that, you know what I mean? You'll never get it on the street.
Back in a second.
It's like, I don't know if I said before, like the missus, she was, this was her medication on a daily basis. In total, she had 90 mil of oxycodone and Oxycontin twice a day. She was on 350 mil of pre-gab, 60 mil of slow release morphine, again 8 paracetamol a day. You know, she's just
a breathing, eh, Clint, is it?
Yeah, but that oxycodone and Oxycontin, people are fucking shooting, killing each other in America for it.
What's it, heroin or something?
That's the one.
Oh,
that's it, Lammy.
Yeah,
it's no, there's no slant against your ex, but your late missus, sorry, Clint, I mean ex.
Do you know something, Clint?
What's that?
See, I suffer through addiction as well, right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I've ended up. What word am I looking for? Now, like when you end up fucking up, and then
relapse.
I've relapsed a few times, right?
Yeah, but relapse is part of recovery for some people, and that's just the way it pans out.
Yeah. So I've relapsed a few times, but I digress. Where happened with me is I damaged my back in work.
Yeah.
Really, and I tore a muscle right off the bone when I was pushing something really big. Anyway, and then I had also done my knee months before it. So I was put on to tramadol.
Right? I've been on that, mate. The coming off, that's terrible, eh?
Right, right. So eventually I was on it for a long period of time, and then I went to pick my prescription up, and they said, "Oh, we're taking you off of this. We're taking you off of this, and we're going to put you onto this one." Mate, that was the worst 3 days of my life. See, the feelings I was getting, I'd take it back
No.
down and beg him for, you need to get me back on it. I can't cope.
I couldn't sleep, mate.
Aye?
Surely they
Insomnia.
can't do that. Stop you. Yeah, they stop you, but at least reduce you down. So over like 3 or 4 weeks, so you're down to that, not just
Who's on the
bang cold
platform?
turkey.
Fishy?
I really needed them and went on holiday to Greece and forgot to
Sorry,
take
Lammy.
them.
Who is it that's on the panel with us, mate? Yes.
That's
Who's
Gabe.
it? Oh,
Who?
yeah. Your son.
My boy!
Yeah.
Finally we meet.
Gabe.
That could have been your dad, Lammy, but the dog
You've
beat you at
obviously
midfield.
got so many
Probably
questions.
used
You've,
for
ob-
mental
you've,
health.
you've obviously
Wow.
got so many questions. Just calm
Let me
down,
get
son.
myself back on it. Okay.
Calm
Can
down,
you
son.
actually hear me?
Yeah.
Felt
Just
as if I was talking in a fucking cupboard.
Just
Really.
stick to the bud. That's the way. Stick to the bud. At least it's
I'll speak
natural.
to you in a bit, son.
What you saying?
I'll speak to you in a bit, son. We've got a lot of catching up to do. I'm not
Right,
the
yeah,
bastard. I'm not the bastard she says of us, honestly.
Episode of Jeremy Kyle here. It turns out,
Okay.
Lammy, you are not the father.
Aye, Susie.
Oh.
100%, man.
I think
Aye.
we should do a DNA test, like, and just
Yeah,
let the
man,
chat decide.
definitely.
Let the chat decide. One if he's
Are
my
you,
son.
are you taking this lying down, Gabe?
Do you know what? I
My
can
boy,
really
of
fucking
course he'll
see
know.
you
If
actually.
he's anything like his dad, he'll come out fighting.
Sparky,
Can you
how you
actually hear me?
doing?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
I just pretend I can't. It's a horrible trait. I mean,
What's the score now, Gabe?
I just seen a bit of the Man United game at half time. They were still 2-0 down. I've still got a fuck clue.
somebody will
What a
hate
clue,
you,
man.
Gabe.
They're playing
Fuck,
Grimsby, innit?
I'm sub to
Who?
Gabe, but I can't find his channel. He put his.
Is it United playing Grimsby, innit? At Grimsby.
6-0 on aggregate to.
Man United.
Was it
I think
just
it's not. I'd be shocked if
Oh,
it says
wow.
Grimsby. Like.
It's 9-1 on aggregate, Wishy.
Oh,
did
fucking hell.
Still 6-0.
Aye, 6-0, mate.
Don't worry. You'll get that back.
Gabe, remember
Yeah,
that
we'll
time we
get
went
that back.
fishing? That time we went fishing and you caught that big fish and that. It wasn't really. I tied it to the end of your hook, like a hook through its mouth and bought it at the market. Says you were moaning about catching a fish all weekend, son. So it's like to cheer
I've
you up.
already got a snake, Lammy. I've got a snake in my pants.
You're on like your sailor. It takes after these old dog.
Are you basically saying here that you've got a big chode?
Like father, like son.
Just ask the exes, man. They're still
So
phoning.
ask your mom. I mean, ask his mom. It was different times. It was different times. We were in love.
Different times we were in
I can
love.
look back now and laugh, but like at the time, it wasn't. It was a horrible time. Wasn't it, Gabe? Sharing a pot noodle between the three of us, and I would go first, and I would nearly had to eat at least half of it before I chucked it his mom, and then stop and listen to
At
Gabe.
least it was a king size one.
No,
You
that's
still
what
do, Gabe?
aye, if his mom, aye, only if my ex and his mom was up fucking like out the street for 4 or 5 hours, and I'd be a king size. I was struggling back then, wasn't I, Gabe?
Never struggled my life, son. Never struggled my life.
You're just saying that because I walked out on you and then everything got good. Then
Funny that.
rubbing it in, coming because she married a fucking businessman right after me. I watched you driving in the Bentley and all that.
Wish I'd have
Sitting
Bentley,
in my
man.
pot
Wish I'd
noodle
have
with-
Bentley.
I don't even know what it is. A fag, isn't it? I was sitting in the side of the shots watching him and his mom driving in his Bentley and his the new man.
Lammy.
Pablo.
What height are you, Lammy? What height are you?
6
Who's
foot.
just went off?
6
Clint?
6 foot, buddy. Son.
A wee bit weird on me then.
You were always going to be a big lordy, I could tell. Mind I used to holiday punch things, you're kind of like, he's got to fucking break her.
Lammy, he's about 3 inches bigger than me, mate.
I don't know what's in the water through there, like, but fuck knows. You're like something at Lord of the Rings, a lot of you through there. Fucking hell.
Lord of the Rings. Should they
Fucking
not be
big,
really
huge-
read it?
Big, huge fucking guys.
My
Well, the
mum
women like,
fucking
oh, they've got
ball.
moustaches, that's the only thing. Like, well, I mind they gave his mum, like, but fucking, she must have shaved.
Well, Lammy,
What's up with it?
me and Gabe were saying that we'll try and get through for a game of pool wees again. We'll get something organised.
Yeah, man.
Has Gabe got
How
any
about you,
ulterior
Taurus?
motives or that's thing? Nah, I'm going to joke the whole feather sun.
And like I said, I'll go easy on him.
Aye, that would be great, pal. That would be great. You
we
still up
get
for the
laugh,
game?
honestly, we get laugh.
Any worries, I'm for it.
I meant
Trust
to
me,
speak
I'm
to
like,
Gav
see, in real
regarding
life,
it.
in real life, I'm exactly the same as this, mate. It's just fucking, yeah, a good laugh. Go for the game of pool.
Aye, definitely. Definitely. We'll come a bit earlier though, do you know what I mean, mate?
Eh?
Aye, well, if it's a Saturday and I'm working, I'll not finish to 3, but I'm only down the road from where the...
Oh, no, listen, dude, that's no problem. Listen, we're going to be there to hang with anyway, because we can get, as I say, we can get the train there early, and then we can start about 6 or 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's
You
no
saying
problem.
that.
Just keep me after Belhaven's best. Just let me get 2. If you carry me a taxi, you'll be putting me off with 3 men when I'm biting.
I thought Gab would have come in.
Nah, Gav's staying off here as much as possible.
Gav's evolving.
Involving. Any butterflies away fly off shortly, guys.
Metamorphosized into Gav C.
Gav C. All you do is Gav, right enough, aye. Beginning.
Back in a minute, boys. Girls.
Big up Clint, mate. Fucking. Sorry, I wasn't meaning that. Jeez, that was the first time I spoke to Gabe there. It was a big up Clint. Enjoy your
Where
night.
did Clint go, actually? Well, I mean, if he's 3 inches taller than Mushy, he must be 4'3". 4'3".
I just had to look at your channel. What's your name, buddy? Again,
Alright.
it's not the channel name, is it Gabe?
Harry Dale it is.
Because I'm sub to because Lucifer was playing the videos when I got my pip and that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, man, I like the one with me in it. Cheers.
That's a good one to go for Halloween. A lot of you go.
No, I am sure I would be getting...
Thriller and Lucifer is like Michael Jackson.
Lucifer
Lucifer is Michael Jackson and that, aye.
I've got a good at least 3 or 4 in my phone, just knowing what other people what I could use in 2 seconds.
Just
But
see if you want to use my image, mate. Crack on, like.
no, I wouldn't use
I didn't mind either.
too far.
Just go just try and find a couple of AI apps that you maybe get a 3 weeks trial with and that. Just fuck about with it, mate, if you want. I'll give you permission to rip the country to me, like fucking if it's funny, it's funny, man.
Okay.
Anything. Good idea, though, I think. Get an AI app and just start playing about them because they're brilliant. Like, see, like back in the day, you had to actually like take time to do your videos and all. But now it's just fucking the things they like. I ask about a joke about anything, Squirrel, right?
Aye, and it'll tell you what you're...
Like, tell me what you want a joke about, roughly. Like, what? Just...
I don't know. Posties. There you go. There's a subject. Push.
Posties that do what?
However.
I can't type that into Google, can I?
Uh,
Like, posties, steal the post or something.
I don't know. Nah, man. Why would you...
No, just give another thing. Like, just anything.
Dogs. Joke about a dog.
I could probably tell you a joke about a dog that I get right. What does dogs and a tree have in common? They both bark.
They both bark. Yeah.
What does a tree and a tree and a bank have in common? They both got branches.
Branches.
Hey, give me like something mental, like a tornado and a dog. No, go and look for a tornado, dog.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. It's all right. I was telling Gabe earlier, Lammy, he was saying to us about Mr. England.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, that little cunt.
Aye, and that's what he said. He said that he seen a guy called Big Fash, and this Big Fash was getting in about him too.
Aye, last night or the night that was brilliant. Listen, I've asked him for a square goal, right? He'll not give me an address. I've asked him to jump my panel, he'll not jump my panel, so if all he's got to do is type in capital letters, what can I do about it? He's a wee faggot.
Who's this? Who's that in the chat? Gab is gone.
Gab is gone.
I have
That's
just
a
seen that
fucking beauty, by the way. That is an absolute, that's one of the best fucking names I've seen for like just a laugh.
Yeah, man, Gav is gone.
I'll agree with that one.
That's a beauty, like. I'm wanting to tell Gav about that.
Aye, man, definitely.
Oh, talk about a hurricane.
Maybe it is Gav.
Is it fun? Because Gav's gone.
Susie,
Joke about a hurricane.
that's what I think it is.
You ask it, aye, right? Joke about a hurricane.
That is aye, that's a good shout. Like, got to be Gabe's.
Right, I've got one already. Look at this is AI for you. Imagine how AI. This is scary, right? This is just about a dog and a hurricane, right? Any two words, right, and you get the answer. I'll write it in the chat. Look at this. This is just this is artificial intelligence. Scary. Like. I've not even read it yet. Why did the man name his dog Hurricane? Because when it leaves, it takes a house in the patio.
Well,
That's crazy. Eh? That's artificial intelligence.
Like it, aye, good shout.
right, guys, I'm going to hit this in the heat now.
No worries, mate.
Okay, are you going live then?
Could do for maybe an hour or so, aye. I don't
Once
know.
once I get myself hanging with that hen.
Yeah, I forgot about that, Susie. I wasn't even thinking about that.
All right, pal. Once I get myself sorted and that hen will pop out.
I knew worries, mate.
Right, I'll catch
got
you
to
in a
thank
bit,
you
chat,
again, hen.
and, everybody in the chat, Susie and that.
Do you want me to
Jumbo.
send you a link, Lammy?
What's she? Aye, yep. Take
Sound
care.
man, I'll speak to you in a bit.
Aye, everybody head dirty squirrels. Got a good chat out there as well, man. One of the troops. Well, everybody, thanks very much. Jimbo, it's good to see you again. Everybody that came in, everybody who's been in there. Susie, thanks again, darling. Sparky, I am sure they will, Sparky, mate. We'll put in we'll put in the link for you, but aye, it's good. Thanks everybody for coming in. Yeah, I've enjoyed a wee gab tonight, something different, but that's the way we try to do it here, you know, so there's none of that screaming and shouting at each other and all that, man. Personally, myself, I don't like doing it. But as I say, we can't really blame channel owners. But everybody, have a fucking great night, and I hope you have a blessed week. And I hope thanks, Steve. And I hope you all have a great week and a great weekend to go. And I hope it's profitable for you all. So everybody, got to love you and leave you. I hope you are all well. Take care.